people that want to do it, they just don't do it. You know what I mean? Then you got the people, you know what I mean, that do it.
We are the mob. M to the OB. Like the page, subscribe to the page. Show that love. We need it. We appreciate our love that's been shown thus far. And we're gonna keep our foot on their necks like we've been doing thus far, like I said. Yeah. What we like to do here, in case you don't know, for those of you who are new to this, we like to come up with solutions. And the best way to come up with solutions is by identifying the problem. One of the problems that we talk about in the black community a lot is why our neighborhoods look the way that they look. Why the streets filled with trash. You got old tires on the side of the road. This is common. Why is it common? It should be the question. It always starts with the community. We have to clean up our own community. We have to care about it first before anybody else can. But certain problems are beyond our fixing. Just our fixing alone. When they were created, we didn't create all of these issues. So we're gonna need those who helped create them to fix them with us. Yeah, on the news, there was an issue in my neighborhood that I grew up in, Orange Mound. Two women that I know my whole life, Miss Exeter and Miss Jacqueline. They came on the news complaining about the trash issues in Orange Mound with the tires and whatnot. And trash is being left everywhere, and they're being forced to clean it up. Now, I'll play this clip from the news first, but after that, I'll play another short clip. They're not long. And it's crazy how the two come together, and you'll see what I mean. Let's just roll the clip. Exhibit A.
Right now, trash, tires, and trees. They're lining the streets of Memphis, and people in Orange Mound are among those saying they are fed up. Our Zaria Oates is here in the studio to show us how the community is trying to attack this problem. Zaria?
Richard, ABC 24 was in Orange Mound last week listening to the community's concerns in our latest Let's Talk. And they told us they're upset about the trash pileup in their neighborhood. From tires to furniture to trees, it's a never-ending issue. The city of Memphis says it's working on it, but it's costing a pretty penny.
We're spending about $6 million a year just managing private property. And by managing, I mean they're not cutting the grass, they're not keeping the property secure, they're letting it get dilapidated, so we have to demolish it.
This alone is taking away from other areas the city could be spending their budget.
That obviously takes away from other things that we could do with that funding, for parks, library.
It's funny that the city never has enough money to do what's needed. But they can throw these events that caters to people outside the community, but they never have enough money to do what we really need them to do.
For us to do more litter collection, cutting, the city maintained properties, right? I mean, we could use that for that.
But residents say the convenience of the city dealing with the bulk items is more convenient for them.
And you tell us, well, we have a place where y'all can take your trash and take your tires, right? I don't have no transportation to take trash and tires to where you telling me to take it to. What the average resident that has the equipment to put all the tires, because we have found tires, all the tires, put all those bags. Who in the community has that?
While the city has specific bulk trash pickup days listed on their website and the 311 app based on where residents live, the community says the days listed aren't enough for the amount of trash they see in their neighborhood. So they've taken trash pickup into their own hands.
We get up, our captain tell us where to be, we are there. She patrols the streets so that we don't get hit, because we picking up, we constantly concentrating on this kind of thing.
All right, you get the point, which is sad that, it's not sad, but the community is taking matters into their own hands, and many people don't want to recognize that the community is taking matters into their own hands and just place blame on the people that's living there as to why it's looking the way it is looking. Now, Exhibit B explains who owns black neighborhoods and why they look the way that they look. That's why we look.
I bought a house in a neighborhood that is predominantly black. I bought my house 7 years ago for $47.50 per square foot, which is pretty close to half of what it would cost to build a home the same size. So why was it so cheap? There was one land prospector that bought up properties. He bought up thousands of properties. He left these buildings abandoned and intentionally let them get run down so that the whole neighborhood looks terrible. That land prospector drove the housing prices into the ground because if he can own a large enough area, he can get the city to eminent domain it and pay him for those properties. That one land prospector owned most of the properties in this area, and the city eminent domained it. They paid him for those properties, and they tore down all of the houses, forced everybody else out. And I always hear people say, well, why can't black people take care of their neighborhoods? But what they don't know is that most of those properties all belong to the same white guy.
Right. So you see the big picture, right? I don't really need to follow much more on that. If you like videos like this, you like things being revealed that are quite obvious to me, but not so much to everybody else, subscribe to the page. We are the mob. I'll let you know.
Then you got the people that want to do it, they just don't do it. You know what I mean? Then you got the people, you know what I mean, that do it.